Hi and welcome back to the Nerd Shelves. I'm Judy.
And I'm Michael.
And that's Steve.
Hi, Steve.
We invited Steve over because today we're going to talk about top 10
People's Choice Halloween Games. Okay, so top 10 Halloween games. So we put polls up on our community page, on our YouTube community page.
Yes.
In our Facebook group. And on Twitter.
Yes.
And
different social media.
Yep, different social media places. We put a poll for people's favorite Halloween games. We left it open-ended, so it wasn't just our choices. We got tons of games and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of votes.
That's good.
But now here are our top 10.
From People's Choice.
People's Choice, not our top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Number 10.
So number 10, this is very fun and this is very tiny.
It's very tiny.
It's Tiny Epic Zombies.
Tiny Epic Zombies. I thought you were going to say Tiny Epic Galaxies. I'm like, that's not a Halloween game. Yes.
So Tiny Epic Zombies is from Game Link and is a co-op.
Yes.
And I remember
it can be co-op, but you can also play it competitive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
But we played it co-op.
We did, co-op in our playthrough, and it was so fun. So you're trying to survive from the zombies. There are several rooms. You're running from room to room.
Yeah.
Basically, not just run away from them, you also can kill them because you can carry out the weapons.
Oh, it's so cool.
That is so fun.
Yeah.
Just to pick the weapons, mind you, they're so tiny.
Yeah.
And then put them in those meeples.
Yeah, like the meeples actually pick up the weapons.
That is so cool.
Like it's not a card that you place in your hand. It's like they have little holes in the weapons, and so you have a meeple that can be like carrying a chainsaw. It's awesome. I love it.
That I really like because
It's
you
so
get
fun.
to pick weapon, and I'm not too scared about zombie if I have weapons.
Totally.
And also you can run through walls, so
Yes.
that's pretty cool.
Yes.
That is number 10.
Yeah. Great game. I love it. I'm a little disappointed it's number 10
Yeah,
because it's higher on my list.
Wait, you know why it's number 10?
Why?
There are more scary games coming.
Maybe. There you go.
Yeah, number 9.
Okay, number 9. Number 9 is from Friedman Fries, and it is Fearsome Floors. Fearsome Floors. It's pretty cute, actually.
It's a bit older game, right?
It's an older game,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. And it's really cool because there's a monster in it that you can actually put different pieces together to make your monster kind of look whatever you want. Like
Yeah.
I think in the Dice Tower review, Tom put a big eyeball as his head. It's really cute. But basically, depending on the player count, you have different families or different groups of tokens, which are people that you control in a grid, which is like a giant room. And very simply, they move and then the monster moves.
Yeah.
And the monster picks up a card and moves a certain amount of spaces. But as the monster moves straight, but every square it goes to, it looks left or right or straight. And wherever there's a person, it turns and chases that person.
Oh, I don't like that.
But it's really cute. And there's blood on the floor that the monster can slip through. And there's
Slip through.
yeah, and it makes him go faster.
Yes.
And, you're just trying to escape from the monster. It's actually really cute. And it's cool. I like it.
I saw the picture. It's not too scary.
No.
Because of the artwork.
That's right.
At that time, it's still quite cute.
Yeah.
And it's
cute, scary.
not so realistic yet.
Right, exactly.
So scare me.
Yeah, so that's Fearsome Floors number 9.
All right. Number 8. This one is published by Plathead Games. Is Abomination. When I say abomination, I feel like it's body parts, different parts. I'm saying it. It is. I even put a post on social medias. Which game looks so fun, but you'll be so scared to play. This is my top 1.
Yeah, and you won't play it.
No.
Judy won't play this game just from the artwork.
Because of body part.
Yeah.
So this one, why is it scary? Because you're picking up body parts to build your monsters.
Yeah. The resources are like body parts.
Yes. The artworks, they're very realistic.
Ugh.
And when you assemble them together or disassemble,
yeah, the artwork. I mean, there's different like scenarios. I guess there's murder and there's stealing corpses and things. But yeah, the artwork on the cards and that it's a little too realistic almost.
It's very, but I think
dark.
it fit some people's appetites, right?
Oh, appetite. I'd play it, but I know you won't play it.
Yeah, so. You can play with your friends.
Okay.
This is worker placement though, so I can see, like I say, it's very fun, but I'm just too scared to play.
Right. Yep.
But I can see, because it's worker placement, I'm in love with worker placement.
Yeah.
And you accumulate those resources and build all that. It's so fun, but I'm just so scared to play because of the artwork.
No, I know. I mean, it's based on like the Frankenstein's monster.
Yes,
right?
yes,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's number 8.
That's number 8. Abomination. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, number 7 is one of the many Cthulhu Mythos games out there.
Yeah.
And I would have guessed a lot of these Cthulhu games made the Halloween list.
Yes,
but
I believe so.
This made number 7, and it is from Fantasy Flight Games, and it is Eldritch Horror. Yeah, so it's basically a more accessible Arkham Horror, I would say. It's basically like Arkham Horror. It's not one of its expansions. It is a standalone game. And instead of going around in Arkham Horror, you're going around the city that you've created with your map. This is a Globetrotters version of it. But it's the basic Cthulhu Mythos game where you're, running around trying to collect clues and figure out, how to at least survive and then kill the old ones, I think they're called, Cthulhu
the main one.
And all that. Yeah. So Eldritch Horror is just one of those types of games.
Wow.
So yeah, obviously, I mean, I'm not surprised this is on the list. But I think it's a little bit more accessible than Arkham Horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyway, so that's number 7.
Now we come down to number 6.
Number
and
6.
This one is also Fantasy Flight Games. Not surprised.
Not surprised. Yeah.
This one has been on my watch list for a while. But again, I'm just too scared to get my hands on it. Mansions of Madness. So this one is kind of different. It's 1 versus all.
Yes.
So the 1 is the Story Keeper Guide.
Yes.
You're actually playing through. There are multiple scenarios and you're choosing the story and then you set up by the story and there are different tiles and you build your game by those tiles and you're building your haunted house.
They set up the scenario based on their little keeper guide, right? Yeah.
That is so cool.
So cool.
It's almost D&D.
Yeah.
Almost.
Kinda.
Almost.
It's kind of like a DM.
Yeah.
In a way, they kind of run the bad stuff that happens. And yeah.
Almost.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. It doesn't feel like D&D, but I know what you're saying. It has that DM kind of feeling to it.
Yes.
Sort of.
Because it's 1 versus all and he's controlling.
Sort of, yeah.
He's got a guide of how the story goes.
Sure.
I'm sticking to it.
There you go. I like it. And that's Mansions of Madness, right?
Yes.
Yeah, great.
Number 5.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Top 5 Halloween games.
Oh, no.
Okay.
How scary.
Not so bad. Not so bad. But number 5 is Betrayal at House on the Hill.
Also on my list.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty fun game. Basically, it's a game of, like many of these types of games where you're exploring through, this one happens to be a mansion, obviously, because of the name. And you're exploring through the mansion and collecting things and all that. And nobody can die in this phase, but that's only the first phase of the game. Then the haunting happens. And then when the haunting happens, now, all of a sudden, it's 1 versus all. You have a betrayer. And it's the betrayer against everybody else in the game. But that only happens halfway through the game.
Yeah.
So it's not like some games where, there's different, I guess there's different ways to have a betrayer in a game. Some is like a secret betrayer.
Yeah.
Like in Dead of Winter.
Yes.
Some is a 1 versus all from the beginning of the game. But this one comes halfway through the game.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's neat because the different floors that you put out, when you're exploring,
Yes.
you don't know what you're moving into.
Yeah.
So when you go through an open door, there's nothing there yet. You have to take it from the pile, but only if it's on the right floor. The floors have to match, and then you open it up and you go through and explore. Yeah, fun, great Halloween game.
That would be my second one that I'm so scared to play, but it's so good.
No, I think you would really enjoy this game.
All right, we're going to number 4.
Yes.
It's also fantasy flight games. No surprise. It's Arkham Horrors.
Ooh, yes, Arkham Horror.
Oh my goodness. This how should I start? Again, another Cthulhu Mythos, right?
Can I start?
Why is it only number 4? I love this game.
Yeah, it's co-op.
Yes.
So that's good because I wouldn't play it myself. Sandbox game. You basically going through the town and collect clues to kill the main monster.
Yeah, Cthulhu or whoever that may be.
Okay, so this game is really fun because there are different scenarios and different monsters, but I really don't like it because they chase you. That's why I don't like it, because I don't like being chased.
They dedefinitely chase you all.
But I'm okay play with you because it's co-op, right? But by myself, I would be, nope.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing, though. There are different editions of Arkham Horror.
Yes.
And I think in this poll, they were all mixed into one. When people said Arkham Horror, it could have been different editions.
The different ones, yeah.
We play 3E, the third edition.
Yeah.
And they're all a little bit different. But
the basic idea is really cool.
Yeah.
I just don't like being chased.
That's
That's all. No offense.
I know. I love Arkham Horror. I love all the clues that you find, and then I love how the map, the streets change all the time.
Yes.
And different streets have different clues, and it's so cool. It's so cool. So fun. I love those sandbox type games.
Yes, my character always dies. So. Sorry, guys. I can't save you from those monsters.
You and I together, we're not very good at this game. I don't think we've ever won. It's hard.
But that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, but it's fun. Top three. Okay. Yeah. Number 3 would have been my number 1. My number 1 and your number 3 is Dead of Winter.
Oh.
Dead of Winter.
That is so good.
Love this game.
Yes.
I love this game so much. So, yeah, basically Dead of Winter is you are all different characters. There's so many different characters you can choose from. And you are in a colony. Well, you start in a colony, and then outside the colony, there are all of these different, like the locations, like the gas station, the school, the hospital, the police station. And depending on the scenario, you have different objectives. If you play with more than 2 players, you have your main objective, but you also have secret objectives.
You like that, eh?
I love it. So while you're working as a team to complete the main objective, you're also completing your secret objective. So it's a semi-co-op.
Yeah.
So only one person's going to win. Now, what's even better, this is the best part. This is the best part. Let's say there's 4 people playing.
Okay.
You take 8 secret objectives.
Okay.
And 1 betrayer objective. You shuffle them all together. So now 4 of you are going to take 1 card. So there's about a 50-50 chance of somebody at the table being a betrayer.
Yeah.
So when everyone takes a secret objective, you don't know who the betrayer is. In fact, there might not even be a betrayer. You don't even know if there is one, but there might be.
Wow.
But throughout the game, you can also, if you think somebody's the betrayer, you can exile them. Kick them out of the colony. And then if they're exiled, but they weren't the betrayer, their secret objective changes. And now their only mission is to try to stop you from doing your mission. And then the zombies are chasing you. And every time you go outside, you have to roll for exposure. And if you get bit, the virus spreads. And it's just so great. And every location has its own deck that you can search through.
Yes.
And it tells you what you're more likely to find at each location. For example, if you go to the police station, there's a better chance there's more weapons in that deck.
Yes.
If you go to the gas station, there's more gas that you need to, because every round there are these mini objectives you have to complete.
Yeah.
It's just,
Everything bind together. Hey, I love
such
that.
a balancing act.
Yes.
You have to feed the people, every round you have to feed the people in the colony. You have to complete the little mini objective, but you also have to work on your secret objective.
Yes.
And stay alive from the zombies.
I was gonna say again, we never win.
No, but that's
Never.
when you and I play because it's co-op when it's 2 players. But,
Yeah.
Oh, I love this game. It is my favorite.
We were so close last time.
We were so close, yeah. Anyway, so that's Dead of Winter.
Number 2. Number 2 is Ravensburger. Horrified.
Ooh, horrified.
I am horrified.
You're horrified.
Okay, I'm glad I tried this game
Okay.
because before I see it, I didn't think I would like it because
Really?
it's too scary. Well, there are a lot of classic movie monsters,
Yeah,
right?
the classic movie monsters
love
aren't
that.
scary.
But
Frankenstein, the Wolfman, the Mummy.
I also remember what they are in the movie.
Okay, fair enough.
That's what.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is really cool because there are different monsters, and we're going from places like different location, and you have to save the survivor.
What are they called?
Right.
Villagers.
Villagers.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
They even say villagers on it.
Yes.
Yeah, so you have to save them, bring them to the spot that they belong to.
Yep.
At a tower or institute, and then you save them, and then they will reward you for something. But
So each monster has its own objective. So you always have to first, you have to advance on the monster, and there's an objective you have to complete for that, and then you have to destroy the monster. But each monster on its card, depending on what monsters you play with, they each have their own ways. So it changes the game, and it changes the story of the game.
all right, so that's number 2, horrified. What's number 1? I'm scared.
Number 1, People's Choice Halloween game. I'm a little bit surprised.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. I knew it would be on the list. I'm surprised it's number 1. Mysterium.
It's gotta be number 1
Why?
because it's fun.
Okay, fair enough.
See, that's a game I will play.
Yeah,
no matter what.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so Mysterium is it's a cross between solving the mystery, but also kind of abstract. So how it works basically is the theme of the game is, and this is why it's a Halloween game. The theme of the game is that there's a spirit who's trying to guide all of the players to solve a murder. And with a Clue-esque format, there's like a weapon or an item that you have to discover, and all these different 3 or 4 different levels that you have to discover. But this is how you do it. One person is the spirit, and everybody else are the investigators.
Yeah.
The spirit can't communicate through words, so it can only guide you. So it uses like Dixit-style cards, very obscure abstract art, and they have what they're trying to make you guess. And then they're giving you cards that maybe something in that card matches that. And every investigator has something else that they have to match. So they have to look at the cards that the spirit gives you, and you have to start thinking, why did the spirit give me that card? What on that card is similar to these that I have to guess? It could be color. It could be shapes. It could be there's a flying bicycle in that card and there's a bicycle down there. Like there's all of it. You have to get into the mind of the spirit, and it's hard.
That's why
is
it's
so
fun.
hard. And it is fun, absolutely. And then if you guess the right one, then you move up to the next level. But if your other investigators don't guess the right one, they're stuck down below, and you all have to get to the top.
I think I would be part of those people who choose that as number 1 because it's combined with the crime solve.
Yeah.
Which is quite popular now. And the mystery, right, brings you to the spirits. You want to,
Yeah, it is a very,
It's very
I'm
cool.
not saying I don't like this game. It's a very, very good game. I'm a little surprised it's number one, but maybe not because I know a lot of people like it. For me, the only thing that I would say is, and why I said it's kind of abstract, is I don't feel like I'm solving a mystery.
No.
I just feel like I'm trying to guess the right cards that the spirit gives me. It doesn't make, in these other games like Dead of Winter, I feel like I'm being chased by zombies.
So when we are playing Mysterium, you're playing Communicating with Ghosts.
I'm just like, if you were the spirit, I would just say it would almost be like code names. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what you're thinking.
Yeah.
More than anything, which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I do really, really enjoy this game, but I don't feel, I'm not immersed in the theme so much as some of these other ones.
Fair enough, and that's fine.
But that's all. It's still a
that
great
should be
game.
okay.
It's still a great game.
Yes.
What do you think, Steve?
Steve was
All right.
smiling the whole time.
Yeah, she's just
Good job, thank you.
coming along the right. Okay, everyone. So that is, I was going to say our, but it's not. It's your top 10 Halloween games. People's choice.
Yes, top 10 people's choices.
That's right. People's choices. Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you haven't done so already, please, please, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell to get notified when we post other cool stuff.
Yep, fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
Until next time.
Go ahead and get another game off of your nerd shelves.
Bye.
Bye.
Say bye, Steve. Oh, no
Bye,
hands.
Steve.